Hi, everybody. Chris Munn here. I'm the county legislator for Red Hook and Tivoli and the northern half of Rhinebeck. And I'm here today with Robert McKeon, town supervisor for the town of Red Hook. And how you doing, Robert?
I'm doing well. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny day outside, and I'm reaching out with you today from home during lunch. So I'm a happy camper this
Oh,
Friday.
sounds great. The ice melted around the farm.
The ice has melted, which is the one thing I asked for my birthday, which is on Sunday, by the way, Chris. Just in case
Hmm.
you're wondering, is that if we could get rid of the ice. I fell a couple times out on the farm this year, so I'm looking forward to having steady footing. Yeah.
Yeah, quite a winter so far.
Mhm.
Um, so I wanted to touch base with you and ask you about really what the town's looking at this year in terms of projects or developments or other things along those lines. Maybe you can fill us in.
Well, I would say this year's both typical and atypical. Typical in that we've got a lot of things underway, projects for sure, and atypical in that we are in the beginning of sort of a 2 year update to our comprehensive plan. So we're doing both implementation, as we always do, but really pivoting this year to try and do more envisioning. And so we just the other night awarded the contract for the consultant. We're going to be working with Pattern for Progress and Pace Land Use University on updating our comprehensive plan. So really sort of a very busy year. As I'm sure you know, we last year started the formation of a sewer district to expand the village sewer all the way down the TND neighborhoods so that we can really increase the potential to match our zoning down in that traditional neighborhood. For the folks at home wondering where is that, it's from the village line all the way down to Hannaford. Once we get the infrastructure that all those business owner and property owners need, they can maximize their parcels. So exciting time for that area of town.
That sounds great. Having more sewer in there allow more density, maybe some more apartments, help relieve some of the pressure on the housing costs. If there are more apartments, things like that, maybe apartment rents won't rise quite as fast. Things along those lines. That sounds really great. And the
Exactly.
comprehensive plan, just for the folks at home, what kind of things are in the comprehensive plan? What is the comprehensive plan?
So the comprehensive plan is the envisioning document for a community. What do you, municipality A, want to look like in the next 20 years? What features do you currently have, and what are you looking to do in the future? We went through a very extensive centers and green space initiative from 2004, really the beginning, all the way through 2011 with modifications of the comprehensive plan and adoption of really groundbreaking land use zoning codes and other programs, frankly, that to go along with it.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. I know we opened that new trail that's north of the village, northwest of the village, right? From Abrams Park. It goes all the way over to Route 9, right on the other side. So as far as that goes and other trails, what do we have upcoming and as far as trails go?
So yeah, first of all, I just want to say the Cookingham Project, what an exciting project. So many things going on, and we'll have more updates, as it pertains to the workforce housing or, there's one community solar project that's going to be done there as well. But those trails are getting such great use and people are loving them. In fact, Chris, they're sending me selfies, which really is sort of heartwarming as they're walking there with their dog or walking alone. People this winter actually went cross country skiing there, which is also
Ah,
encouraged. So we have put together an entire plan to get from the village of Red Hook to the village of Tivoli, and essentially we're a bridge and a crossing away from completing that entire run from one village to another. So we've already received from Hudson River Valley Greenway design grant monies to put the bridge over from Cookingham West Trails to the park itself, to the Rec Park. So you'll be able to utilize all that parking on the north or south side of Rec Park and then enter the trails from there. So exciting time for that. Realistically, I think by the time we design it, we try to get some grant money for the construction, we're really looking at 2026, probably late 2026 for that bridge to be built. Think in terms of perhaps a metal bridge that would allow for resiliency stake, that would allow the water to pass through and over the bridge so there wouldn't be any damage. And again, just for bikers and walkers and so on and so forth.
Well, that sounds great. And we also have the developments over at the former UTS property, the public trails and things like that are going to come along at some point closer to the water, perhaps?
I can't be more excited about a project. Barrytown and that property in particular has had a rather interesting past. It's been used as a school. It's been used as a church property. We're now this year hopefully going to consummate a purchase of a portion of the property along the Tivoli Bays, about 70 some odd acres or so, for a park. We're also looking at other properties actually on the Hudson River because you can't access the river from that park. And we are, as far as I know, the only municipality anywhere up and down either side of the river that doesn't actually have access to it for their residents. So we're looking at acquiring or making an arrangement with another property on the riverfront, and together that will create a really wonderful park for our folks.
Right. Well, that would be fantastic because, if you want to go sit near the Hudson or something, you have to go down to Rhinecliff. I guess would be, one of the places I've gone down there a few times, the Amtrak station. And, you can sit by, there's picnic tables and things like that. It'd be great to have something like that in Red Hook, where we have to, could sit out there, obviously not during the icy winter, perhaps, but through most of the year, it would be a wonderful addition, I think. But I guess we'll see how that develops.
Yeah. So very excited about that. Lots of other projects, but more importantly, it's a time when we take a pause from some of the implementation and really reach out to the community and try and elicit their ideas. Because even if it's been 12 years, 13, 14 years since the last time we had sort of community sessions, there are a bunch of new people that have come into town, or, folks who have been here forever have new ideas. So we want to stop, pause, and really ask a lot of our volunteers to sort of flip the script and take a look at what you think should be incorporated into that overall comprehensive planning document, so we can be working towards that.
That sounds great. Public input's always important when it comes to these things. I remember the big sessions we had, I think at the high school, in the gym there back in the day when we were talking about the Centers and Green Spaces plan before you and I and lots of other people who had been pushing for it, succeeded in getting it through. So that sounds great. All right. Well, thanks for meeting with me today, Robert. I appreciate you taking the time to talk about these things. And
let's do it again.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day.